In today's episode, I want to talk about reverse engineering, and I want to give you guys 3 simple steps for you to be able to get started with digital marketing. There is no easier way to start with digital marketing and social media marketing in these platforms than to understanding what your competitors are already doing out there. If there's an existing niche that your business is in, which most of you already have a niche that has competitors, unless your name is Elon Musk or your name is some other person inventing a brand new technology that nobody else has come up with, generally we have a lot of competition. Beauty brands, designers, real estates, e-commerce brands, supplements. We have a lot of people out there that are doing great things with their brand. Many of them are accomplishing enormous success. Some of them are doing quite well and some of them are going downhill. It really does depend. I'm gonna give you 3 steps for you to be able to get started with digital marketing now, because the easiest path for you to do, establish your own path, is for you to understand what others are already doing out there. And today, the world of digital marketing has presented to you an enormous opportunity for you to understand what other brands and companies are already doing. Doing that process and researching what other people are doing, other brands are doing, we call that reverse engineering, which means that you go back into something that's being done already and you break it down and you understand the process and how it works. So let's get to it. I'm gonna give you the 3 simple steps to get started. Number 1, I want you to make a list of 10 or 20 competitors. Why do I say 10 or 20? Well, because it really does depend on your niche market. Some of us have really big markets, and some of us are less competitive markets. In the digital marketing world, there's not a lot of people doing this correctly. But let's say that you're a beauty brand, or you're a supplement, or you are an agency like me. There's a lot of people out there that are trying to accomplish the same with digital marketing. So what I would do is that I would create an Excel sheet or a Google sheet or whatever you prefer, and start making a list of all your competitors. And an easy way to find out data, if you go to Google and you search on Google for your keyword, your product, and let's say, for example, digital marketing agency. And let's see what comes up when I search that over here. So this is my particular area. This is what I do. I have a marketing agency. We have 80 staff. We have a lot of people that are great in this organization. We service people from all walks of life. We have people like Damon John, the People's Chart, and we have like an actual health expert like Dr. Eric Berg, and my own father, who's a social media influencer, and so on. We service people with digital marketing. Well, let's see what we have over here. These first results are all ads that are being placed there by Google. This one is called Digital Performance Agency, Metric Theory. All right, I want to find out not the ads, because these guys are paying to be there. I want to find out who shows up first. These guys right here, Social Manas Digital Marketing Agency. Well, let's make a note of that. I'm going to go back over here to my note. Let's make a note. Social Manas Marketing Agency. Let me tell you one thing that I can guarantee right now. These people are on social media. Why? Because if they're not on social media, they wouldn't be called Social Manas Marketing Agency, right? Otherwise, that would be almost hypocritical. So let's see what else we got here. Digital Media Solutions, that's another one over here in my area. Power Moves Digital Marketing Websites, that's another one right there. Let's go ahead and write down that other one, Digital Media Solutions. So this is one, Digital Media Solutions. If you have a service industry, and that's what you do, Google is your best place to find the competitors. If you have an e-commerce product, you have a brand, a supplement, some kind of like product that sells on Amazon, Amazon is your go-to place to find competitors. You want to make a list of 10 or 20 of them. The bigger, the better, before you move on to the next step. Amazon, Google, Bing, all these places are going to be great sources for you to find out somebody else out there that is doing the same thing that you're trying to do. All right, so here we go. Once you're past that first step, we're going to go to the second one. We're going to reverse engineer these people. We want to know what they're doing. Of course, you also want to focus on the ones that are having obvious success. If you go to Google and you find a company with a lot of reviews, that says a lot about that brand. If you see them having only 1 or 2, well, maybe they're not doing that great yet. If you go to an e-commerce brand on Amazon and you see somebody with a lot of reviews, they're probably doing a pretty good job already. So you want to make these people be on your list, because you want to understand what the ones that are successful are doing to win in the game of digital marketing. So now we're going to reverse engineer them. And this is where it gets amazing. I'm going to go back here to Google and I'm gonna perform a search on the Google search engine. And I'm gonna search for the following. Make note of this. This is very complicated. Facebook ad library. When you search for that, the first thing that shows up over here, aside from the ad, ignore the ad, is this one over here, Facebook ad library. This is where you wanna go. I'm gonna go ahead and click on this one over here, and it's gonna open up this new window. And this is where every single ad in the entire world of Facebook, on Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, any of the Facebook family of apps, you can find out exactly what they're running on social media. No matter what that brand is, whether they're a political brand or whether they're just an e-commerce brand or a local mom and pop shop, no matter who they are, you're gonna be able to see them here. Facebook calls it full transparency. Because of the attacks that happened in 2019 with Facebook and Facebook going through those things that were created by a company called Cambridge Analytica, which it's a UK company that was actually selling the data in an illegitimate way, and Facebook got in trouble because of that. They went in a direction for several years to provide transparency across their platform. There's not a single platform, not a single ad that is actually obscure in the world of social media anymore. It's all fully visible. So you wanna grab your list of competitors and you wanna start performing a search. So let's go ahead and grab one of these competitors right here as an example. Social Manas Marketing Agency. Let's find out if they have some ads going on. How am I gonna find out? Well, I'm going to perform a search. Now, one thing to note, this green button over here is exclusively for political ads. You don't wanna have that option selected. So you wanna go and you wanna select one that says search all. Remember how I found this place right here, Google Facebook ad library. So I'm gonna go search all, and then I'm going to perform a search over here. And it says search for ads by advertiser name. All right, so let's perform here a search. It was Social Manas Digital Marketing Services. All right, so over here, we got it right here. There's actually 2 that are similar, 3 that are similar, but I'm gonna hit this one right here. And by the way, you also can select, companies that are by keywords, and you can perform searches over here. So, okay, so these guys are not running any ads on social media. That's not a good sign, right? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and search for another one. Let's do, for example, another advertising company that I know quite well. Tier 11. This one, advertising agency over here. Let me go and click on this one and see if they have running any ads. I can see information about where the page was created, and they have 54 ads running. You can see here that, for example, we want to start getting inspiration. So what is the purpose of going through these steps? Inspiration. You want to understand what other successful businesses, brands, organizations are doing to capture attention in these platforms. And you want to understand how simple, how complex, or whatever the creatives look like, including their copy, their videos, and all of it in between. This example over here shows us this simple ad. Ready for results like these customers? Click this link to apply now. There's a link right there, and it's a very simple video, and I can even click on it to find out exactly what that looks like. Check out what other people. That is a testimonial video. That individual is the actual founder of Tier 11, and he's talking about introducing his product, and then he's giving testimonials of people talking about his product. Simplicity of content is absolutely crucial. You can see here on this one, he's explaining something and he's teaching something, just like me. I'm teaching something about it. You guys get an opportunity to also learn something, while I get an opportunity to brand my company called AGM Marketing, which maybe one day you're gonna be interested to get some help from a qualified marketing agency that can help you take your marketing game to the next level. This is what we call inbound marketing. We put content out there, we provide value, we educate, and by doing that, it builds a connection with these people. So long-term, I can bring them into the journey towards becoming my clients. More examples over here of what they're doing, and the list goes on and on. I can see when they started running it. I can see the details of it, the call to actions that they're using, the call to action buttons over here. For example, apply now. All the details are in here, whether on Facebook or on Instagram, and I can start making notes and saving these links so I can get creative inspiration. Once I'm done with that, and I do all that research, and I spend some time looking at all these brands and what they're really doing so I can get an idea of what I need to do myself, then I move on to the third and the final step. And that final step is produce the content and amplify. This is where you actually start grabbing that content as you get inspired. You grab a video camera, or you grab a phone, or you grab a recording studio, and wherever you can do, you start creating this content. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, it just has to be content of value, something that makes somebody else better, and you start putting that content out there on Facebook and Instagram, on stories, on both Facebook and Instagram stories, on Instagram TV, on Instagram Reels, any way you have a chance to put that content out there, and then you amplify. What does it mean, amplify? Yes, they also call it boost. You invest some advertising dollars so you can get that seen by more people, and that's gonna give you bigger and bigger audiences. And that, my friends, is how you get started with digital marketing. So again, to recap, we got number 1, make a list of 10, 20 competitors. Use Google, use Amazon, use wherever your competitors are. Number 2, reverse engineer these competitors. Use the Facebook ad library to help you understand what these people are doing on social media. And number 3, start producing content from that inspiration and start amplifying that content to help you find more of your customers, to help you find more of your actual buyers of your products and services. All right, hopefully that provided a lot of value to you, and hopefully you like the content.